What's good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to another video. Today we've got some awesome information going over some of the big RPGs and my highlights with the Nintendo Switch with the recent Nintendo Direct, and it has me asking this question, which I'll have a further video explaining more and talking about it. But is the Nintendo Switch the greatest RPG machine of all time? Well, I think a lot of people might be thinking so, especially after these announcements. Or is the Nintendo Switch the greatest farming sim system of all time? Well, it might be after Nintendo Direct as well, but I do want to get into some of these games. But before we do, please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're someone new, click that notification bell to get my videos first. And we're starting off first with an announcement that just blew me away. I saw it coming, we had some leaks, but it was in low quality, we didn't know. Fire Emblem Engage. We've got an announcement, we've got a release date, we've got a trailer, we've got screenshots, we've got details, and this is going to be a much improved Fire Emblem game over 3 houses just based on the information that we've gotten so far, especially from the graphical look of the game. So Nintendo has announced Fire Emblem Engage for the Nintendo Switch. It will launch officially on January 20th, 2023 worldwide. I did want to state that in my live stream or in my predictions video, I felt that Fire Emblem could be the Pokemon Legends slot, the late January type of game, and we have that confirmed now at this point. Now here is some more details about the game. In a war against the Fell Dragon, 4 kingdoms work together with heroes from other worlds to seal away this great evil. 1,000 years later, this seal has weakened and the Fell Dragon is about to reawaken. As a divine dragon, use rich strategies and robust customization to meet your destiny, to collect emblem rings and bring peace back to the continent of Ilos. And I probably said that wrong. Now you can team up with iconic heroes from the past Fire Emblem games, summon valiant heroes like Marth and Celica with the power of emblem rings, and add their power to yours in this brand new Fire Emblem story. Aside from merging appearances, engaging lets you inherit weapons, skills, and more from these battle-tested legends. The turn-based tactical system returns with a fresh cast of characters you can customize and engage to carefully craft your strategy. So it's all about engaging, it's all about inheriting, it's all about combining your forces to beat the Fell Dragon that's coming back. I love what I'm seeing from this. I love what they're doing. I know there's some concern when it comes to this game, and is it like Fire Emblem Heroes, which is the popular mobile game out there? And I don't think that it's going to be like that completely, like with the microtransactions and with all the different stuff, how they set things up. It's a bit different how they do things, but I'm excited because the game visually is definitely a bump up from Fire Emblem 3 Houses. They might be using some built-in upscaler or super resolution, kind of like Xenoblade Chronicles did in that engine, or kind of like how Splatoon 3 is doing, or some of the other games on the Nintendo Switch. So I like that the presentation is a lot cleaner. The characters look a lot smoother, a bit chunkier than Fire Emblem 3 Houses. So they definitely improved the graphical look of the game. It's not as bad, but we still have to kind of wait and see till we get the game in our hands. But it definitely looks better from what I'm seeing from these screenshots and also what Nintendo showed off in the trailer. And yes, the Colgate toothpaste character is real, which I already knew it was, but I think that this is going to be a solid Fire Emblem experience with a great story and fun characters to use, and also a bit of nostalgia using Marth and using Sigurd and using other heroes to kind of engage and merge. And it looks like there's going to be tons of customization as well. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a fantastic game coming out early 2023, January 20th, and it seems like Intelligent Systems is lead on this one. Koei Tecmo probably helped out. We did get some rumors about that, and also Gust helping out as well, but it looks like Intelligent Systems is taking like the full lead on this game, which is awesome. And it looks like they're also removing some of the annoying things from Fire Emblem 3 Houses, which is good as well. So what do you guys think about Fire Emblem Engage? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, and moving on to one of the awesome announcements from the Nintendo Direct, and we've got Octopath Traveler 2. And yes, it's coming early 2023. It's already stacking up to be a great RPG time in early 2023 on the Nintendo Switch. Now, publisher and developer Square Enix and developer Acquire have announced Octopath Traveler 2 for the PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and PC via Steam. It will launch on February 24th, 2023 worldwide. Now, here's some information about the game. The story takes place in Solistia, a land comprising an eastern and western continent divided by the sea. It is a bustling era wherein large vessels navigate busy sea routes, and the power of steam gives birth to new technologies. Some people thrill to glamorous stars of the stage and industry, while others are brought to tears by war, plague, and poverty. In this faraway realm, 8 travelers hailing from different regions venture forth for their own reasons. Step into their shoes and explore the land as you see fit, using their unique talents to aid you along your journey. Embark on an adventure all on your own. Now, here are the key features in the game. So begin your adventure as one of the 8 new travelers, each with their own origins, motivations, and unique skills. The series' HD 2D graphics, a fusion of retro pixel art and 3D CG, have reached even greater heights, and that is 1,000,000% true, because this is by far, just looking at it, by far the best looking HD 2D game. It takes the crown from the recent game that came out, Live Alive. And the story takes place in Solistia, where diverse cultures thrive from east to west, and the industries of the new era flourish. You can sail the seas and explore every corner of the world that changes from day to night. Each traveler has a unique set of path actions they can use to battle townspeople, obtain items, take others in their travels, and more. Where will you go? What will you do? Every path is yours to take. Familiar mechanics from the original game have been preserved, like the freedom to develop your travelers' jobs and skills, as well as the break and boost system that made battles so exhilarating, which they did. New mechanics have also been added. That's also great to hear. Now, here are some additional details. Now, in Octopath Traveler 2, players will embark on an exciting journey through the brand new world of Solistia, developed by the same team behind the beloved original, which has sold over 3 million copies worldwide. This installment improves upon the iconic HD 2D visuals, a striking blend of retro 2D characters in a beautiful 3D world. The game's new storyline, characters, and features make it a perfect entry for newcomers to the series, while also preserving the charm of the original game for veteran players. Players can look forward to following the journey of 8 distinct protagonists as they explore the land and conquer enemies in strategic turn-based battles on the adventure all their own. Now, new and returning gameplay features and elements include the break and boost battle system. Players must act strategically to exploit enemy weaknesses to break them in order to inflict more damage and boost their travelers to enhance their abilities. Path actions. Players can interact with NPCs throughout the world in various ways by using actions unique to each character. Path actions will vary depending on the protagonist and whether it's day or night. Brand new story and characters. Players can embark on a grand adventure in the new land of Solistia and experience intertwined stories. That is the key. Intertwined stories of 8 new travelers. That was one of the biggest, I would say, flaws, or what people complained about with the original Octopath Traveler. It felt like 8 different stories and the other characters were just along for the ride. But in this one, it's actually intertwined to where it's a full story. So good stuff there. Now you have Hikari, who's the warrior, Agnia, which is a dancer, Partito, which I probably said that wrong, which is a merchant, Oswald, who's a scholar, Throne, a thief, Demenos, a cleric, Ochet, a hunter, and Casti, an apothecary. Now, the day-night cycle seems to be a pretty big thing here. The townscapes and path actions available to each character will change depending on if it's day or night, creating more opportunity for exploration and discovery. There's also a latent power, a new battle element in which characters can unleash a powerful ability once the abilities gauge fills up during combat. Cross paths. Additional stories will unfold between the protagonists as their journey progresses, further intertwining their narratives. So this is very, very good to hear. It fixed one of the major issues with the original Octopath Traveler. Now, there are some special editions and all that. I'll have a link for you guys. Gematsu, they have more information on it. But yes, I'm very excited about Octopath Traveler 2. This could be the best RPG released next year outside of maybe Fire Emblem, or heck, maybe it is even better than Fire Emblem, because Octopath Traveler 1 was really good with a few issues here and there. It looks like Octopath Traveler 2 is going to be absolutely incredible, so I'm excited to play it. Now, what do you guys think about Octopath Traveler 2 launching on PS4, PS5, Switch, and PC February 24, 2023 worldwide? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, and moving on to the next topic here, guys, another great RPG announcement, and that's the release date. And that is the release date for Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion. So, Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion will launch officially for the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, via Steam, and the Nintendo Switch on December 13th, Square Enix has announced. Now, here's an overview of the game if you don't know about it. Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion, which features a complete HD graphics overhaul, newly arranged soundtrack, and an updated combat system, begins 7 years before the events of Final Fantasy VII and follows Zack Fair, a young Shinra soldier operative. As his adventure unfolds, he discovers the dark secrets of Shinra's experiments and the monsters they create. Got a new trailer, we got new screenshots, we got the release date. This is looking absolutely hype. It's like in between a remaster and a remake. Square Enix was even kind of schmixed on what to call it. A remaster make? A make master? I don't know. I don't know what to call it. All I know, I can just call it this. Hype. It's pure hype, and it's awesome. Crisis Core was one of my favorite PSP games, and man, that game had some issues, especially playing on the PSP with that one thumbstick back in the day. But now we're gonna get a full remaster. We're gonna get playing like Final Fantasy VII, the remake game. They've done so much to this game, and it looks awesome. And it was cool to get the first release date announced at the Nintendo Direct. I think that this game's gonna do phenomenal because it was originally a portable game to where you can play handheld right there in your palms, and now we can do that again, but just way better with 2 analog thumbsticks, and with way better balancing, and with way better graphics, and with way better sound, and with way better everything. So I'm really excited for Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion. I'm looking forward to picking it up on the PlayStation 5 and also the Nintendo Switch, and I really wish that there was a way to do cross saves for stuff like this, because it would be really cool to be able to play it on my PS5, then use like cross save and have it on the Nintendo Switch, kind of like how The Witcher 3, you can play it on PC, and then you can use like the save on your Nintendo Switch, you can transfer it. And I know it's hard to do that, but man, it would be super nice if they were able to get something like that done. But hey, it is what it is. But what do you guys think about Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion release date this December? Such an odd release date for the game, but hey, better have it than not. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, and moving on to the next topic here, guys, we've got the first information on a new hero for Xenoblade Chronicles 3, the expansion pass Wave 2. Let's go. So Xenoblade Chronicles 3 expansion pass Wave 2 will launch on October 13th, publisher Nintendo and developer Monolith Soft announced. Now here is an overview of the content via Nintendo. Challenge battle mode against difficult enemies. This is what we've all been waiting for. If you've already beaten the game, that challenge mode that adds so many more hours of content and strategy and really lets you flex your creative muscle with what you want to do. This is good. So overcome a variety of challenges by playing the challenge battle mode. Collect crystals and exchange them for valuable resources and new outfits. A new hero character and accompanying quests. This wave adds a new hero character, Ino, to the game. Complete her hero quest to recruit her to your party and gain access to her class. Also, new character outfits, swimsuits. Here we go. We got the fan service rolling in. Monolith Soft was like, yeah, you think we were done with that? No, I don't think so. So yes, that's awesome as well. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is now available. Go out there and buy it, boys and girls. What are you waiting for? You're looking for one of the best, in my opinion, open world RPGs ever made. I have a video coming up on it. I just gotta completely beat the game. I'm 170 something hours plus in. I'm trying to get 100%, trying to do most of the stuff and beat the game so I can have a full big review on it. And I'll have it done before October 13th, that's for sure. So yeah, I'll have it done before then. But yeah, I'm excited for this new content that's coming out. I like the fact that they're still supporting it. This expansion pass is going to be well worth the money. It's $30. You're going to get a whole new story expansion towards the end. But the challenge battles and the new heroes and the outfits, all that stuff is already awesome because the game is already packed full of content and everything, you know. So very good, very happy about this new content for Xenoblade fans out there, and I'm looking forward to playing this once it drops on October 13th. So what are your thoughts on this expansion pass wave 2? This girl looks kind of weird when it comes down to it, but hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. All right, and moving on to the final thing here, and you know we had to end on this. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild sequel has a release date, has a new trailer, has new screenshots, and has an official name. Oh goodness gracious, there's some stuff in here. So the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is officially titled The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and I think that's the reason why they didn't want to play the direct during the UK there, just to be a bit sensitive to what's going on in the UK with the Queen and all, but hey, it is what it is. And will launch officially for the Nintendo Switch on May 12th, 2023, Nintendo has announced. Now here's an overview of the game. In addition to the vast lands of Hyrule, the latest entry in the storied Legend of Zelda series will take you up into the skies. Look forward to Link's massive adventure, starting again when The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, drops for the Nintendo Switch on May 12th, 2023. Yes, the trailer was not long enough. That's something that I talked about right then and there. I thought that he was going to go down on that flying, you know, ancient bird thingy or whatever it was and swoop in. Then he was going to maybe go right into a battle and they show off some more of his abilities. But they're really keeping this one close to the chest, probably closer to when they're going to have a blowout on this game next year. I'm guessing there's going to be a massive Zelda Direct where they just go over a bunch of stuff with this game, very similar to how they did with Splatoon 3, how they did with Xenoblade Chronicles 3, games that get individual directs that are just so massive or just have so much stuff in there that you need to show off why this game is superior to the previous ones or whatever the case is. So that's what I'm guessing. What I loved in the trailer though is the graphical style. I mean, it's been upgraded. We know it looks like Breath of the Wild, but they've definitely touched things up quite a bit. The world looks vast and it looks big. The fact that you can see everything down below, the draw distance is awesome. Plus all of the things that are in the world. They showed off one new Sheikah Sled ability, being able to kind of like ride up on like those different mountain type of things. They showed off some new equipment or gear with those cylinders that were on Link's waist when he was running. They didn't say what it is though. Are those the tears of the kingdom? Are those the actual tears? So yeah, this is going to be an incredible experience. And of course the release date, May 12th, 2023. I'm so happy that it's the first half of the year. It's actually spring. No more delays. They've got a release date. They've got some footage. I wish there was a little bit more, but I am hyped. This to me is going to be probably my game of the year next year. It's going to be hard to top it based off of what I've seen and based how I know Nintendo is just holding back so much stuff with this game, but it looks nuts. Link at one point had the long hair, so there's definitely some type of time lapse either in the past or in the future. It looks like there's just so much stuff. I actually checked out a analysis of it, and the Zelda people are going nuts right now with the possibilities based on what they've seen and the different types of like ancient stuff that was shown. So I'm excited. I'm super excited, and I am completely ready for The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom launching on May 12th, 2023. So what did you guys think about the announcements? What were some of your favorite announcements from the recent Nintendo Direct? How would you rate it? Let's just have a big discussion in the comment section. I'll be looking through. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're someone new, click that notification bell, and we'll see you for the next video. Peace.